Now you're probably wanting to know what this chair here, it is one of the linesman's chair which used to be used at Frew Park, Milton during the championships, state and international and Davis Cup matches. Very comfortable chair, and I didn't happen to knock anyone off the chair anyway during the tournaments, but that's the one.
Good morning, Hugh Lunn for the YouTube Frew Park channel. We've got a picture here of Pat Rafter. Now, Mel, he was much after your time, but what do you know? What can you tell us about Pat Rafter, who's another champion Queensland tennis player?
Well, a champion guy he is. In '92, his father, I was working with him. I had a squad, and he was at it. And his father, Jim, asked me, Pat was going overseas, would I like to go over with him for a while? That's into England. So I thought, oh, well, I'll see about it. And anyway, we decided I'd go, and he did okay, but it was very raw at that time, and he had to tighten up, particularly on his backhand side. But he trained so hard, and I'd have to stop him training, otherwise,
Oh, you had to stop?
Oh, yeah. If I pulled the shots, and he wouldn't stop until I said that's enough, But he was a great guy, and then he just went from strength to strength. Tennis Australia, I tried to get some money to help him, because I rang up and I said, look, I think this guy will go all right. Can you help financially? Well, you didn't even think I was asking $1 million. Eventually, they gave $3,000 for his trip over a 10-week period, which was a bit of a joke, really. And I think he's more truly repaid that anyway.
Yes. Well,
but he's such a nice guy, and the whole family is. But
didn't he miss out on getting into the tennis Institute of Sport tennis program?
Yes, he did. He's probably at the age where he just was a bit too old for it.
Right.
But sometimes you can mature too early.
Yes, yeah.
But yes, and it's great to see that he's now putting some back into it, being the captain of our Australian Davis Cup team.
Yes,
because he's got a lot to offer.
Yes. And so you played tennis for much longer than most people, competition tennis. Have you got any favourite stories about?
Oh well, I
tennis?
suppose one of my great honours was back in when I was 42 years of age, when I probably played one of my last Queensland Open championships, and I managed to win it at 42 years of age. And I played a chap called Tim Wilkinson from the US, and he ended up playing Davis Cup. He was only about 19 or 20 then, so probably didn't know a lot about grass. And I'd had a bit more experience on grass than he had.
On Milton's
Yeah, but that centre court at Milton would be one of the best grass court in the world.
Everyone says that, second to Wembley.
Yeah, and it was a court that wasn't real fast, but it created great tennis and a very good true bounce. The ball got up a little, you could hit it, and it was fantastic. And I can recall some unbelievable matches there. Like the semi-finals of the '69 Australian with Labour Roach.
Yeah, 12-10, 5th or something.
Yeah, but one was 24-22. So
was it?
Yeah.
Well,
So
it was much tougher in those days.
it had such great history, that centre court at Milton, and it's just great to see you people doing so much for it.
Well, to remember.
And I'll look forward to going back out there and finished and just walking around, and I'd be really proud to walk back on the grounds.
Yeah, and you'll be able to walk over the old centre court.
Yeah.
Well, one of the great things about tennis, isn't it, Mel, that it's a sort of, as they say, it's a game for a lifetime. I mean, you can't play rugby league or cricket for a lifetime.
I'm glad you said that.
And well, I gave up cricket after I got hit when I was 33 by the ball. But it's amazing that you were in a winning Davis Cup team when you were about 38 for Australia, and you'd been in your first one when you were about 20, winning the Davis Cup. And there's lots of other people that have done well to a high age. I mean, Rosewall, I think, got to the final of Wimbledon when he was 38, was it?
No, he's in his 40th year.
40th year, was it?
Yeah, he's 20 years apart. But
Your 20s fine.
he probably had the most distinguished tennis career of all time,
Yes.
Rosewall. And it's funny when
Tell us about it.
when he and Lou Hode were going to turn pro, everyone said, "Oh, Rosewall will burn out. Hode will be the one, you know, to
Yeah.
pass through and show his dominance in the professional ranks." Well, how wrong they were, but you know, Rosewall still goes, you know, when he was 40.
Yeah.
He was, you know, to get to Wimbledon final.
Yeah,
And,
and to get it when he's 20 and then get to it when he's 40.
But see, again, I think, Hugh, it's just how much you love the game to play. And that's where I think Ken and I probably love the game more than anyone, to get out there and practice even.
Yeah.
And I was playing tournaments locally till I was 55, and my hip was giving me so much trouble, I couldn't run anymore. But you know, I just enjoyed it, and I still kept in the game by going out and doing clinics and for Tennis Queensland for about 20 years through the whole state.
Yeah.
And still do a bit of coaching. But the game, as you say, you can play it forever, and it's a great family game.
Yes, well, that was one of the things that made Queensland tennis great. We had all these tennis courts, every cattle property, dairy farm,
Exactly, yeah.
country towns, and families played. Milton was a great, at Frew Park, everyone came with their families.
Yeah, well, see, you know, I played tournaments with my sons and daughter. And my
Wow.
daughter and I won some tournaments, open mixed,
Yeah.
in through Queensland. And yeah, that's how great the game is. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's great to talk to you today, Mel.
Hugh, same here too.
Good on you.
Thanks
And
very much.
What a great career you had.
Oh, it's been fun. Yeah.
You may be interested in the background is a portrait painted of my husband, Don Cameron, former MP of several seats. And I hope you've enjoyed this episode of Frew Park YouTube. And I know that there'll be many more interesting things coming out of all of this, and I'm very proud to be a part of it all. Thank you.